I'm going to walk you through the operation and troubleshooting of WiiFlow. Okay, first things that I get quite a bit, people will open their system and they'll see something like this. It'll open into this, and it'll either be games that they don't have, or they're like, well, how come it doesn't look like the ones that you have? All you have to do is press the B button on the back of the Wii remote, and it'll take you to the source menu. So you can select a source, just like that, okay? So it may load you directly into that every single time, just like this. Every single time you start WiiFlow, just press the B button on the back of the Wii remote. It takes a fraction of a second, and then you're back in here. Okay. Okay. So now I want to walk through a couple of things, just the basic general operation of it. This is Wii, GameCube, and all the retro. There's 2 pages, unless you get the 8 GB SD card, and then I think you only have 1 page. Okay, so there is nothing to starting the game. Some of them exit different ways. You just select the game and you click play. And it starts. Alright. Okay, now you press the home button. Now I believe NES, SNES, and all 3 Game Boys load, play, save, and exit the exact same way. So I'm just going to do one of them, okay? Okay, so now you're playing the game and you want to save your game. You can save it in the game the way you normally would save a game. So, when you put an old cartridge in and you get to a certain save point, and then you could save the game, you could do that as well, okay? But you can also do it like this. So it makes a virtual snapshot of exactly where you are in all your settings. So, if it's time to go eat dinner or time to leave or whatever, just save it like this, and then you can come back and it'll be saved exactly where you left off, okay? So we're going to save it. And you always want to save new state. New RAM saves to the console, which I have had a lot of failures. New state saves to the SD card, and I've never had a single failure selecting state. So I always just select state. And this is also good, it'll tell you exactly the date. So if you have a bunch of saves, you'll be like, I want to play that game I played last week. Then it'll tell you exactly where it is, okay? Okay, now you come back in and you want to load that game. Obviously, you just go to load. You select the game, it'll start you right back where you were. Okay, now here's game settings. Okay, you go to button mapping, so you tell it what you have. You're trying to emulate a NES controller right now, so you select NES controller. Okay, now what controller are you using to emulate that controller? I'm using a Wiimote. Okay, so now you can select what buttons you want to do what. Okay, so you want your number 1 button to be the B button that would be on the NES controller, and so on and so on. If you mix something up, just reset it. Are you sure you want to reset it? Yes. Okay, and then you go back. Okay, now you want to, now say you're playing, let's say you're playing Duck Hunt, and you want to use your Wii remote to be a zapper or the gun. You just go here to controller, and you select NES zapper. Okay, now if I go back and I go back into the game, now you can see my finger, and I'm using the Wii remote, and that's my little zapper. Okay, press the home button again. Now I'm gonna go back in and go back to controller. I'm gonna put it back to NES controller. NES controllers, doesn't matter which number. Okay. Okay, I don't have any cheats or videos, so just disregard those. Close will just close this window and take you back into the game. And then back to WiiFlow will obviously take you back into WiiFlow. Okay. Alright, now NES, SNES, and all 3 of the Game Boys work the exact same way, so I'm not going to do all of them, okay? Now we're going to do Nintendo 64. Okay, now I know there's a lot more Nintendo 64 games, and I only have 100, I don't remember how many I have, 115 or something. I'm going to stop it just so you can hear me, because that gets really loud. I only have that number of games because the emulator only has a few games it will properly emulate. So I know I have a lot of people say, oh, I'd really like to be able to play this game. the Wii system itself just really struggles to play the 64 games. Like, I used to have PlayStation 1 games on here, and so few of them worked that I just decided to do away with the PlayStation 1 emulator because there was just way too many problems with it, okay? So, the ones I have on here, I've done my research, and I've checked, and these are the ones said to work the best. Now, I haven't tested every single one of them. So if you find one or two or three that don't work, I apologize, but it's just the emulator. It's nothing that I've set up incorrectly. It's just the emulator and what its ability is to emulate these games, okay? Now, another thing, I should have started a Mario Party game. I have the Mario Party games on here, and when you start them, you'll be like, what the heck, I really want to play this game because it'll play really glitchy. But there is a fix to it, which is why I left it on here, okay? So you just want to go, let's go resume. So let's say this is Mario Party. On the Wii remote, you press and hold 1 and 2 together at the same time, and it'll take you back to the 64 menu, okay? Now you want to go right here to Settings, and you want to go to Video, and you want to turn FB Textures on, okay? Turn it on, and then you press the B button to go back to this, and you resume game, okay? Okay, now you're going to have to do that every single time you play the game. Every single time you play the game. You can't save it like that because it will save it to all the games, and some of the games will get messed up if you put that on them. Okay, so now if you want to load and save a game, you want to go to current ROM, and just like the other one, you want to save state and load state. Now this is already set up to auto save and auto boot the last game that was played. So when you exit, it should say game saved. It'll automatically save the game, and then when you start the game, it will automatically restart the last game that was played on here. Okay, but if you want to do it manually, you just go load state and save state. Okay, just like before. So remember, Settings, Video, FB Textures on. Okay, for all of the Mario parties, okay? So if you notice them getting really glitchy any other games, give that a try. Come Settings, Video, FB Textures on. Give that a try and see if it fixes it. If you were to go to Load ROM, it's just going to try to reload that same ROM, because normally if you use the emulator not through WiiFlow, it would take you back to the list of ROMs, okay? Okay, so Quit would take you back to the Wii menu, and if you go Resume Game, this will take you back into the game. So let's just say Quit. We walk through everything in there. Now it should take you back into WiiFlow like this. Alright. So now we've done NES, SNES, 64, and all 3 Game Boys, because all these 5 systems work the same way. Now all 3 Sega systems work the exact same way, so I'm only going to do one of these as well. Okay, load and save. Okay, load and save, reset, and exit is really the only 3 I would mess with. I would leave the rest of them alone. Load game is to go back and pick from the list of games, but I would just go back to WiiFlow. I would not mess with options. If you mess one thing up, it could make all the games unplayable. So load and save. Okay, so these are my saves. Okay, obviously all yours will be empty. So you would go to empty slot. So yours would probably be number 1. You just want to go empty slot. Okay, you put your little finger over it. See, so this will save a save file. So it'll save the current progress of wherever you are. This will load it. Okay, this will make it a favorite, so it'll automatically start that one. The next time you come into it, it'll automatically start that save point. So like it will automatically start this one for me. Or you can delete one. Let's select this one. It wants me to select that first. It's saying there's nothing there. Oh, there we go. It's because I had that one selected. I had to press the B button to go back. So now let's select that one. Excuse me. Okay, so that's all there is to loading and saving. Reset will obviously restart the game from the beginning. You'll lose any progress you've made. And exit. And then return to loader will take you back to WiiFlow. Alright, now I'm not going to do all three of the Sega because they're all the exact same way. Okay, come on, finger. Okay, let's do Atari 7800. Okay, as you can see, it works just fine. I just died because I wasn't doing anything. So to get out of it, you want to go to, press the home button to go to here. And you want to go down to Save State Management. Okay, auto load and auto save is enabled, just like 64. So it will automatically save your game when you exit, and it will automatically load the last game that you played. So, you know, the last save of this particular game when you come back on. Or you could do it manually. Save state, delete state, and load state. Okay? Press the B button to go back to here. You can resume. You can reset it. Or that would let you choose another game. I wouldn't mess with any of the advanced settings in the operation. You don't want to mess anything up. Okay, so let's just say resume game. Okay, so now you want to go back to WiiFlow. You're done playing. You just press the home button twice. The first time will take you back to that menu. The second time will take you back to WiiFlow. That's all there is to that. Okay, B button to go back to the source menu on the back of the Wii remote. Okay? Okay, so now disregard this WiiWare Virtual Console. I was giving it a test, but the WiiWare actually does not work in WiiFlow. I could not get it to work, so yours will not come with that. So then we have Atari Lynx. Alright, this is another good thing here. If you see this, don't worry, your games are not missing. It just means the wrong partition is selected. So just select this. See, it says USB 1. All your retro games should be on an SD card. So you just press the SD card, then press the B button to go back, and there's all your games. I believe this one loads and plays and saves the same way. Yep, you'll see the game there being selected for a second, and then it'll start the game. Okay? Exact same thing. Exact same thing. Load game, reset, save states, resume, and then home button twice to go back to WiiFlow. Alright, B button to go back to the source menu. Second page over, you can press the plus button on the Wii remote to go right, or minus button to go left. Okay, NeoGeo. Now this one you'll get a green glitchy screen and you'll think there's something wrong. This is actually perfect. This is the way it starts. And you want to make sure that you have the controller plugged in that you want to use for the game before selecting a game. So if you're going to play with the GameCube controller, make sure you have it plugged in. If you're going to play with the Wii remote, make sure you have that plugged in. Okay, and I believe all of them are minus to add a coin. Oh, my Wii remote's not working because I had the GameCube controller plugged in. Okay, so I don't remember what you use on the GameCube controller to add coins. I can't remember. Oh, so it is the Z button. It's the blue button on top of the GameCube controller. Okay, you can see them there down at the bottom. The credits are changing. Okay, and then start. Now, as you, I'm sure you know, this is an arcade game. Okay, so you see there's credits down in the bottom. There is no loading and saving. So you just play until you're done playing or until you beat the game, and then you play again next time. There's no loading and saving on this one. Oh, I suck. Alright, but anyway, how you exit with this one is you have to hold down the power button on the Wii remote until the screen turns black, so for about 1 second, and then let go. If you continue to hold, it will turn off your system. So hold it for about 1 to 2 seconds until the screen goes black, and then let go. It'll take you back to WiiFlow. Alright, B button to go back. So make sure you have a Wii remote handy next to you when you're playing these, because you need them to be able to exit. Okay, so now we got NeoGeo Pocket and TurboGrafx. I believe those both load the exact same way as the other. Okay, now also I wanted to mention they may look like there's duplicates here. There's a couple of them that you'll see like that. But if you look, you see this one's NeoGeo Pocket, and this one's NeoGeo Pocket Color. There's only about 4 or 5 regular NeoGeo Pockets, so those will play in black and white, and this one will play in color. So it is the exact same game, but one's just standard NeoGeo Pocket and one's NeoGeo Pocket Color, okay? Okay, same thing. As you can see, it's the exact same setup, so I'm not going to walk you through anymore. Press the home button twice to go back. Okay, B button on the back of the Wii remote. Plus to go over. Okay, TurboGrafx 16. Oh, it looks like all of these were messed up. That's okay. Easy fix. Okay, and as you can see, that was the exact same loader, so same thing. Home button again to go back to WiiFlow. Okay, I believe all we have left is MAME. B button to go back. Okay, so MAME. So again, disregard the WiiWare one. I was just testing it on here. I couldn't get it to work. Okay, so let's go play my favorite game. Is the Simpsons game. Okay, on this one now, how you exit is the plus button on the Wii remote. So it's very important to not press that plus button, or it'll take you back to WiiFlow. Now, if you see it loading up here in this loading screen and it freezes at all, press the A button. It's just waiting for you to press the A button to continue. Okay, same thing on this one, like on NeoGeo. I think it's the Z button on the GameCube controller or the minus button on the Wii remote. I just pressed the minus to start. And then you press 2 to start. I'm using the standard Wii remote right now. I'm pressing 2 to bypass all the storyline. Okay, now press minus to add tokens. See up to my name up there, next to my name, next to Marge. It says 7. So it adds 2 every time I press it. Okay. It adds 2 every time I press the minus. Okay, so now I want to exit. I just press the plus button. Excuse me. Okay, so that is all the emulators now. Now we're just going to run through basic operation of the WiiFlow system, okay? Alright, so now say you find, now like I said in my ad, I'm going to mention it again, I have not tested every single game. There's more than 5,000 games on here, and I don't have enough time to check every single game. So the majority of them will work, but you may find one here and there that don't. So if you do find a game that doesn't work, it's best to just delete it off. I always say try it 2 or 3 times just to make sure it wasn't a glitch. But if you're absolutely certain that it either freezes or goes to a black screen every time, then you know it doesn't work. The best thing to do is to delete it off, because all your game saves save to your SD card. So the more available space you have, the better. Okay, so let's just say 1942 doesn't work. Okay, so I want to delete it. So you just go right here to this X. To permanently remove the game 1942, click on Go. Now it's going to load to the end here. It won't do anything else. When it's done and it loads all the way to the end, press the B button on the back of the Wii remote and it'll take you back. It's going to reread the card. Now you can see 1942 is gone. Now it's at 1943. Okay? So that works the same in every single one. Wii, GameCube, and all the retro is the exact same way. Okay? Alright, so now let's do parental controls, okay? So I have a lot of people that order games from me, and they want to order games like, especially Wii games, okay? They order Wii games, and, oh, I only have the Sing It ones on this one. Oh, let's see. I think that, oh, let's see. Let's see, I don't think that's right. Reload. Alright. Okay, so anyway, so they order games, and they want games like Call of Duty and Resident Evil, but they have young children that they don't want playing those games. So then that's where parental controls come in, okay? So obviously Mario Strikers is fine, but let's just say it's, you know, Resident Evil, okay? So I don't want my kids to play this game. So you just open the game up, press the little stop sign. My finger's going crazy. Press the little stop sign right here. See the little stop sign? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I just press the B button to go back. Okay, now you want to press the home button, settings, right here, parental control, right here, set code, and you want to set any 4-digit code. I would highly recommend it's something you know, but not something your kids would know, okay? So, and if you get a system with me and it has a preset parental control code, it's always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So let's just say that's what I'm going to set it to. See, so now it's telling me if I want to unlock it, I have to unlock it and put in the code. So now the parental control code is locked right now, okay? So now, as you can see, that Mario Sluggers or Strikers is gone, okay? Let's see, where's the Mario? See, it was right here, right in between these. And now it's gone. So the game is still there. It's still available for you to play. Your kids just can't see it and therefore can't play it, okay? So let's go back to where it was, right here. And see, now they only have the option to favorite it or play it now, too. So they can't delete any games and they can't play restricted games, okay? So now your kids are done playing and you want to play it, you can either press the home button to go to settings, or you can press this little gear thing down here. Now all you got to do is unlock it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to touch anything else, just press the B button to go back, and now let's go see where it is. And now you can see there it is. It's back, okay? So that's how you set and use parental controls in here. I would recommend just keeping your parental controls locked unless you're playing it. Okay? Now also, if it's getting irritating and you're having to unlock your parental controls all the time and you don't have children, you can just delete the parental controls. So just parental control set code, and you just click erase. Okay, now your parental control codes are gone and you just have to go in and reset another code for it to work. Okay? Alright. Now, the only thing I think there is left to talk about is favorites. Okay, so let's unblock it. Okay, so I really like Mario Sluggers. So favorite it. Okay, and this works the same in Wii, GameCube, and all the retro systems. So let's say Mario Sluggers and My Sims. Okay, so now you just go down here and you pick this big giant star right here, and now you can see you only have those 2 games. So there's your favorites. This is very helpful for the people that have excuse me, for all the people that have like the I Want It All, where they have, you know, thousands of games. That's really helpful to find your favorites. So now if you come in here, I've had people message me and say, I only have 2 games, where did all my games go? It just means you started it and it's in the favorites. If you see this little star and it's yellow, it means your favorites are on. So all you got to do is unselect it and there's all your games, okay? Alright, there's only one more thing I want to mention, which is why I did not do all the covers. How to download covers. Now, you should not need to download covers. I send all of them with all the covers unless for some reason you add a game or you accidentally delete a cover. But I'm going to show you how to do that anyway. Now, this will only work on Wii and GameCube games. It will not work on retro games. Retro game covers have to be done one at a time by hand. So you have to rename the covers the exact same name as the ROM for every single one. Okay, but Wii and GameCube, you can just download. So press the little settings gear down here. Now you have to make sure you're in the selection of your choice. So it won't do it for all of them. So now I go into Wii. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And then you press the little gears. Download covers and titles. Go to download. And I always just choose missing. If you choose all, it's going to try to re-download all the covers for every single one. So just select missing, and it will find any covers that are missing. Alright, so it says 2 are front covers only. That means they didn't have full wraparound covers. Okay, so now we can see that one didn't have a cover. Now we can see they all have covers. Now some of them will look like that too, black covers. I've never understood that. I guess that's the only cover they have for those ones. But now if I need any covers in GameCube, I have to do it again in GameCube. It looks like I have them all already. But anyway, you just do the same thing. Download, missing. It says 0 downloaded because there wasn't any needed. Okay? But that's all there is to the operation of WiiFlow. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.